Got to say your name so they know who you are.
Brady.
Last name too.
Martin.
Right, do you know more than he does?
All right, Coach, thoughts on you?
Yeah. Well, congratulations to McLennan and the way that their kids competed and played in the game today. Of course, it started last night with with their pitcher Finnegan and Jordan, if I'm saying that correctly, was every bit as good. Looking at the numbers with 5 strikeouts and 1 walk and 4 innings is incredible. So all the credit goes to those guys. They completely outplayed us, really, in every phase of the game. And, they're going to have a good battle tonight with Walter State. And we'll come out here and see and enjoy the game and look forward to our opportunity tomorrow. Just really basically for us, at least out here this week, it was really uncharacteristic in our play. And I guess you got to start with the errors, 6 errors that we made. That's tough to overcome against any team, much less a really good team in McLennan. So, you're just not going to win out here like that. When ball's hit to us, we're going to need to catch it. And you know what? We've done that for the most part. But it's just one of those games, and that does happen. That happens to all of us. And, the thing that I was trying to relate to our players out there in the outfield as I was talking to them is, you just got to let this go. And the reason I walked as far out on the field as I did to meet with our team is I told them that, look, you have until your walk off this grass to dwell on this game. But when your feet leave this grass, it's over. And we got to get our mind focused on playing a good baseball game tomorrow night, because that will be the only way in the world we'll have a chance to compete, is that's to play our best game.
Just curious, when you had the 0-2 count and pulled your pitcher, what was happening there?
That's pretty common, isn't it? You guys don't see that, or what? No. You know what? They had some guys in scoring position, and Evan Hebert absolutely, positively gave us a great effort. And but I just felt like, with it being the situation that it was, Ryan Leone that came in really has a strikeout pitch, sort of a swing and miss pitch. And if nothing else, the kid had saw 2 strikes with a left-handed pitcher, and I was just trying to throw as much in there to confuse the hitter as we could. And you know what? Ryan went in there and did exactly what my brain had sort of played out, which is to get a strikeout. We needed a strikeout in that situation, and it worked out for us. He did a great job.
Were you surprised to see the bats in basically a 12-hour period so quiet?
Right. Well, we hit a few balls there, but we really had too many easy outs. We hit too many fly balls there today. I don't know exactly how many there were, but and the wind was pretty much unlike it's been, some of the other games that we played. Maybe 1 or 2 of them balls probably would have blown out. But, we need to get back to what we do well, and that's just trying to hit line drives and put together quality at bats and do the little things right. And maybe we tried to do too much. These kids want to do so well, so badly, that sometimes you can try too hard. And I don't know if that was the case today or not, but, I just wanted to make sure that, we try to have a little bit better approach with it tomorrow night.
As far as pitching, I'm sorry if this was asked last night, a little intermission thing here, but what the thinking behind not going with your winner, Corderas or Brownings, that if you won today, so you'd have those guys both ready to go for tonight and tomorrow?
Right. Well, I mean, the truth be known, Avery Geyer is our number 1. He started the first game in our conference season, and so it was his turn to pitch. And you know what? I mean, we played, 9 innings of baseball right there in 2 days' worth, and you look at our pitching numbers, we gave up 2 earned runs. And that's not too terrible out here at, this field and all the runs that are, potentially could be scored. So, I was real proud of every single pitcher that went on the mound today. We just need to catch it a little bit better. And but Avery, our mindset is that, he's as good as we have, and he really is. And what is, sort of kind of set him back a little bit is he had a little stiffness in his forearm for the better part of the conference season, so he had to kind of sit and rest it and all that. But we've got every bit as much confidence as him as any of the other pitchers, and that was our mindset coming into this thing. So we'll have some guys rested up tomorrow, and I look forward to watching them pitch. I believe that those guys will go out there and do really everything that they possibly can do to help the Raiders and compete, and that's all we can ask for them. But we should have enough guys on the mound that can go out there and give us some good opportunities to get those guys out.
Really kind of the first bad game you guys have played here. Do you feel like you've kind of gotten it out of your system at least with those 6 errors?
Well, we'll find out tomorrow night, I guess, is the best way to answer that. You certainly hope so. But you know what? These are young people, and they get excited, and they go through different sorts of kinds of emotions. And, they're all good players. But, they're also here sort of for a reason as well. Is I think you would ask probably any coach at our level that even though the talent raw abilities are as good as, you'd see anywhere, it's that consistency thing that these guys search for. And, boy, we've been real consistent in this tournament and dating back to our last tournament. And, but just this game just was not one of those games. And so these guys will be confident tomorrow. That's what I told them, that, again, they can walk on that grass and feel bad about what they did. And, but when they get off this field, it's nothing but, really thinking, have the brain to start focusing on all the good stuff that these guys have done, because you don't get a chance to play for the national title playing bad baseball. And so the same guys that really sort of didn't get it done offensively or defensively in this game are the exact same guys that did get it done in all the other games that we had to win to get here. So that's where we want these guys to be focused on and thinking about. And, they're excited, obviously with the opportunity that we have. And so I expect us to play as good as we can tomorrow night.
Brady, you guys gonna win tomorrow?
Yes.
Any other thoughts from you? Good?
Where are we going to eat today? Thought about that? He's probably about chicken fingered and hamburgered out. So we might try a little spin, a little curve with some kind of a Mexican, or maybe anything you guys might suggest that might be different than a chicken finger. But so that's probably on his brain, getting some good food, and then knowing him, I bet he's probably also has a little thought about that swimming pool in his mind too. So we may hit that one after as well. But he's got to keep a shirt on. Boy, I tell you what, we can stay out in the sun in Florida for a pretty good while and don't have to worry about it. What little sun we have had this week, we were out the other day, and I tell you, he's out there about 45 minutes, and them shoulders are beat red. So you guys live a little bit closer to the sun than what we're used to. So, but I think he'll have a plan for us today. He's in charge of the afternoon, so I'm sure he'll be ready to roll.
All right, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.